I'm
Oh,
pretty
that
sure.
wasn't me. That was BroJack. It's okay.
Oh, bro. Oh, man, you got
missed
like
it, man.
personalities in you. I'm sorry. Should have said hi to BroJack. But someone was like, "Whoa, you studying for a test?" I'm like, "No, I'm just kind of curious in geology." And they're like, "No, no, like you don't need to act like that. Like you just forgot to study for a test." Like, no, I'm just kind of curious how streams form. Like legit, that was my question. How does a stream form?
That's
So I
cool.
read a book.
That's like,
Read a
you
book
know
and I
what the thing is?
learned.
I feel like I always want more practical stuff like that. Like things that I actually want to know and learning them. That's cool.
I love knowing how terrain forms. It's something I've always been fascinated by. But guys, here here on Ruins of Ceres, you can poke fun at me at that for later because I'm dead serious. I can tell you how every terrain forms. Actually, not every, but a decent amount. Bottom right hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from Acer. It is Bly, and these players have been lovely on keeping their colors. They're not changing. No, these are
That's
lovely.
so nice of them. I really appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Also, Peely picking teal. That's awesome.
In the bottom left-hand corner, the teal PiLiPiLi from Storm Gaming. You better have the 45-second input because you just introduced the man on the bottom left in 45-second input. No.
Well, it's so hard to tell. So far, it looks like a regular, the most common
Good for
Bly
both.
build that he's been doing for every single time, unless he did that drop. And then Peely's looking for, at this point, his most standard safe build with a 1-gate expand with the the gas and the gate both on 16. Yeah,
That's
there's the
first.
pool. That is the Bly build. 13,
Yeah.
17, 17.
We have seen deviations from PiLiPiLi going for 2 gates, and at first I'm like, well, if they're horizontal spawn positions, it's not too far away. Like, yes, compared to Arena, that is so far. That is a huge run. That's like a 20-mile run right there compared to Arena, exactly 20 miles. So PiLiPiLi not going to go with that early second gate as he has sometimes.
Well, he goes for the 2-gate whenever he takes the Nexus first. So far.
Well done, JaKaTaK. The 1 minute 15-second news flash it's worked. By the way, if none of you knew, Jack was like, DrennoC, it'd be cool if you just talked for the first 15 seconds is the exact time he used.
Oh, did I say 15 seconds? Oh, I did.
did
I was
say.
so wrong.
So every time I'm like, 15, but basically he just wants to know what they're doing, analyze it, and so I have to fill time until then, exactly like now, but sadly it's 2 minutes 15. 2 minute 15-second mark, Jack. Input, almost double the time.
No, we already did it. We're already good. We know Bly's doing the Bly build, and Peely's doing his 1-gate
6 lens this
expand.
time. 6 lens this time instead of 8, not quite as aggressive, and they weren't made all at once like we've seen them before. It's kind of like, that's
Yeah, exactly.
how,
Those
literally what
three-
Bly did.
When he clicked, it made those noises instead of a click. It was really weird. Yeah. Very non-committal.
And
click.
that's how a hill forms. Sorry. Perfect. Ling's looking for some damage in the main, but the Mothership Core high-fives them in the face. They will get a scout off, though. Maybe see that Twilight. That would be pretty important, because that's pretty indicative of a charge lot play from PiLiPiLi.
Yeah, well, so far he hasn't been able to, in each game, scout mostly the tech. The initial tech hasn't been oftentimes scouted by Bly, so he's in a better position information-wise this game than he has been in the past few games. What game is this? My God!
This is game 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. That is, I forgot what I learned for the standardized
You are a
test.
brave man. Well done. Very impressed.
Never
we
do
all are.
maths on the stream.
Never do
Never
maths
do
on
maths.
stream, even if it's 3 plus 2 plus 1. You never
is
know
6.
when you're just gonna get it wrong and look like a complete idiot for the rest of your life. You don't even add, dude. You know what I mean? You gotta watch out
Do you
for
even
that.
add? I don't
Do
know, man.
you
Do you
even
lift?
add, bro? Do you
Bro,
do you even
add?
derive, bro?
I do not derive. I
even
geology,
derive?
bro. I make things rock hard. I geology, bro.
Wow, do you really?
I do.
Someone take that out of context,
Think.
put it in a GIF. please?
Someone already did. Someone already did.
Excellent. It's
PiLiPiLi
already up on
is-
Reddit.
See, PiLiPiLi, even though we're going off only 1 game, he's only ever gone blank when he's been freaked out by things. But Ruins of Ceres, my bad. This is a map that's been in the map for a little bit longer, so he has his kind of what do I do if this happens situations nailed down a little more. Evidently, he's going to go blink here. He feels like it's good in horizontal spawn positions. Is there any things right off the bat, Jack, that you're like, this is what this is for? Or is it just kind of like PiLiPiLi, like, it's 2-base play, let's do it?
Yeah, man. You know, 420. Drop that blink, yo. Drop it hard. He got the Twilight pretty quickly. I mean, he's generally gone Twilight into Robo when he has gone Twilight. And we do see that again here. So, very similar kind of thing. We do have 10 roaches on the way for Bly. He's stopped at 52 drones for the time being. And may just turn on the aggression as this wave of roaches comes out. What we're looking for is what's going to be the follow-up after these 10 roaches. Is he going to go back into drones, or is he going to push even harder? 6 overlords on the way. A lot of times that's not frustration. That's him getting ready to make a whole lot of roaches because they are super supply heavy. That allows him to focus on his micro during the engagement and just queue up those roaches behind it. Been a technique for a long, long time in Zerg players, especially Stefano. Dark Shrine, though, coming in for PiLiPiLi. Well, we have another disaster of cloakedness from last time.
Or you're DrennoC, and you just got yourself supply blocked incredibly, and you're like, yeah, 10 overlords, I might as well. I'll just forget until next time. Why then? I'll just forget, and then next time I'll be like, well, 10 overlords, gotta make it over 10 now. I gotta commit to the intense overlording, but this 4th base position, it's good for the spawn positions, but will PiLiPiLi be able to snipe it? Doesn't quite know about it yet. He is looking to find it. Oh man, PiLiPiLi's star sense is good, and Lane's run in, getting a nice round. Couple of corrosive piles go down and perfectly timed out. Bly did know PiLiPiLi was going to blink down to that position. Now we see a huge chase. The Ling's doing well, and so many of these Stalkers low. Not really truly so many, but decent amount. Warp Prism giving them high ground know-how, allowing them to get into perfect positions. And finally, PiLiPiLi snipes that base, which is what he was looking for. And then he got kind of thrown around.
That's some really nice back and forth micro there. No one coming out super on top, but just each player zoning each other out. And the superior position goes to Pili when all is said and done. Able to take out that base and delay. That's one of the things about this map. It's just tough to take a 4th. They're pretty far away from the 3rd in any case. We have some blinks going down. Ooh, gonna save that Warp Prism. By the way, that has had 2 sentries in it this entire time.
We may see one of those blinks into the main force field off a ramp, or every once in a while, just use shield. Come on, guys. Shield is pretty good. That's 2 damage off of each of the incoming ranged attack. Creep spread is really good for Bly right here. He's actually going to be able to maybe push. Will he know about the DT? Doesn't quite know about the TT. He may have Star Sense, though, or he can see really well. Like, let's go with Bly. Bly is not looking at that shimmer at all. Bly does not care about that shimmer. Looking at his vision.
Ooh, a little bit of a link counterattack here. It's a full wall in. The Mothership Core should be dropping some stuff right now, but it is not. Focused over here on keeping this Warp Prism alive, but doesn't manage it. Oh my god. Loses all of everything.
Ravagers are now on the low ground, though, and they have like 1 second to do corrosive vials. There's 1 corrosive vial, and that wasn't even on purpose.
Lings are in the main in the meantime, though. This is not slowing down anytime soon. On the other side of the map, we have them taking out lots of different things. A little bit of miss micro here, not getting the proper surface area on the pylons, but those photon overcharges are done. The Mothership Core not doing any more at all. All the focus is over here with the Blink Stalkers trying to keep them alive, and we have Bly being able to take advantage of that pretty significantly, getting a lot of worker kills. This is just massive damage on both sides of the field here.
Only a 1 or 2 supply difference between each player, and both players have kind of gone for a base trade. Lings didn't get a kill. Lings are still on hold command, waiting to kill that worker right there. But Bly's only 1 game away from victory. PiLiPiLi's got to take this back, and honestly, PiLiPiLi kills 2 hatches, but the creep spread of Bly, it is phenomenal. He's already almost at the foot store, the foot pads, the foot mat, the floor mat.
Stoop, I believe.
The front stoop. He's almost at the front stoop of PiLiPiLi right here, but the Stalkers, man, Stalkers are just so good because there's so much possibility. So much possibility can happen, and there's no 3rd hatch coming down for Bly. There's a 3rd hatch drone looking for it, but the DTs, the Spores, DT's looking to do some kills, though. How many have we lost? 7,000 minerals for Bly to the 3,000 of PiLiPiLi.
Yeah, these Blink Stalkers going around, clearing up in the meantime. This DT not able to find too much damage, but he's just gonna be sticking around and hanging out in the background, and maybe Bly forgets about the single Dark Templar that only got a single kill. And he's gonna come over here with the Stalkers, clear up these Lings nice and quickly. You can see that aggressive blink forward, trapping the Lings in, forcing them to trade to the best of their ability, but they don't kill a single Stalker because there was only a few of them, unfortunately. All right, here we go. We've got the Ravagers. Wow, the Warp Prism.
The Warp Prism's lucky, man.
Oh my god.
Man, PiLiPiLi is lucky with his Warp
that.
Prisms. By the
Yeah,
way, Roach
lucky
Speed is
or
about...
skilled.
I feel like he
and
has moved
Robotics
them. I
Bay
feel like he
coming up here.
selected his entire army and just kind of moved it and be like, whoa! Look at that! I did that! Lurker Den's JaKaTaK set is coming out. Roach Speed is a couple seconds away. In this DT, man, there is no Overseers at all. Is there no Overseers? Is that a true statement?
No,
there
that's not a true statement. There's an Overseer with the army at this point in time. It's interesting. We're finally getting to this later game. I mean, we expect it on Saros because it's the biggest map in the pool. But we're getting to this Disruptor Lurker engagement state, which was a big part of a lot of engagements earlier on in the beta, before all of these sort of very aggressive builds were figured out that PiLi and PiLiPiLi have been going back and forth on.
Still no disruptors out and not a disruptor on the way. There's been enough resources for PiLiPiLi for a while. And these lings,
there it is.
Counterattack. There's the disruptor finally.
Well, actually breaking down his own wall right here. Potentially looking to take it third, but not really necessary.
Like, yeah, thanks, Mama Core.
Not really necessary when the Zerg player has not taken a third base at all here. PiLi's totally fine to just go 2-base versus 2-base against Bly here for a while. That DT, the hero DT, finally taken out.
It's not where Bly wants to be, though. He wants to secure a third base because of income and production, and his main is going to be mined out very soon. He's transferred workers, and just FYI, it's 36 probes to 33 drones. Bly, and he's got to make something happen eventually because if in a worker deficit, still Stalkers can do well, but then in a worker surplus of a little bit, Stalkers just start doing phenomenal. He can warp in so many. For now, though, PiLiPiLi, as you mentioned, will be going that little bit earlier Legacy of the Void composition Stalker Disruptor. He's kind of looking for maybe a third base, but he's still a little bit wary. He doesn't want the massive all-in to go in, and a beautiful blink forward, catches a couple of these lings out of position. By the way, a lot of this creep has been cleaned up, and it's just getting grimmer and grimmer for Bly every minute. It is 3-2 if PiLi wins. It puts it to the final match, that Game 7.
Absolutely, and just to be clear, the Stalker Blink Disruptor has been a pretty solid play, pretty usual play for this matchup for quite some time now. But it's just that we haven't seen very much of it in this matchup because both players have been playing so aggressively and ending the game so early that it just never was safe to make that transition. Oh my god! So many corrosive vials. That poor Observer just, you know, running around for its life here. And this Observer is such an important part of it. Oh my god! The Disruptors! Oh my god, taking out a huge chunk of that army there. Really, though, they're looking for the Lurkers. That's the important part. These Lurkers can kill pretty much Infinity Stalkers. Going to blink away at the last second to avoid the shots of those Lurkers. Just really great play overall here from PiLi. Avoiding so much damage, forcing Bly, or at least coaxing Bly there into taking the engagement without a single shot of the Lurkers connecting. Just blinking out of the way as they approach. Just really beautiful play there. Going to go ahead and drop off that Disruptor. Oh, beautiful hit again.
Just
so
many
difficult to deal with. And takes out
106 army supply to 60.
Ooh, he's engaging with the Lurkers this time around, though. He's going to manage to blink on top of them and take them down. A lot of splash damage done, but it may not be enough. A lot of these bruised Stalkers retreating at this point in time. A lot of damage done, but not so many kills, unfortunately. Not been able to clean up, sort of finish up. Yes, very important to know. PvZ, it takes 2 Disruptor shots to kill Lurker. You saw it here, and you will see it again and again. So if you're having trouble using your Disruptors to clear out those Lurkers, just make sure you always send 2 when you can. Right now, PiLi's only got 1, so he's making do with what he has.
Did it up too early, but one of them died in the big engagements. And actually, I don't know if this is recent. The Disruptor, when it sends out the Purification Nova, like balls up. I feel like someone asked for that on a Reddit forum or on the thread, and they decided they'd change the animation of the Disruptor. Disruptor's got to be careful. A little bit out of position right there, but looks like PiLiPiLi maybe wanted to finish it. DT getting the job done though with the Observer on top of it.
Oh wow!
Field day right here, and there's no Spore at this, or there's a Spore at the third base, but the DTs are so dang good. Everything's on hold position. That's invisible, and PiLiPiLi looking to finish off maybe one of those Lurkers. Can't quite do it yet. Brings them low to health, and still those Blink Stalkers been doing well. By the way, the entire time there's been no third base of PiLiPiLi. Technically, this is it right here, and I mean, Bly not doing the best, but still is hanging on.
That's the thing. You have to be so careful engaging into lurkers like this, and he's beginning to take more and more shots. You're seeing the army of PiLiPiLi getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's just because the income of PiLiPiLi right now is so small. Only 500 minerals a minute. Tiny economy there for PiLiPiLi because so many minerals have been mined out.
Tiny economy for both players, though. 30 workers to 36. PiLiPiLi's got the lead, but not enough mineral patches. This is it right here. Focusing down the Roach Warren. I'd love to see him get the lurker den. That's really the key right here. Kind of reposition is going to make a different decision. There's
He's going to be really careful about these lurkers. He has one mineral patch left in like 2 seconds or so. There'll only be one mineral patch left for PiLiPiLi. He's got 60 minerals. The only way he'd be able to take a third is if he long distance mined for a while to get enough.
Lings out on the map, like, kind of didn't deny that. Just hanging around. There's a lot of Lings hanging around at that third, at the fourth, and just in the middle. There's one random creep tumor right there. He's lonely. It's a lonely life, but, you know. How many lurkers do we actually have there? 5 lurkers and 3 more unburrowed. 5 burrowed, 3 unburrowed. Like, I don't know how this is going to work realistically. I guess PiLiPiLi just to snipe all the tech, but the issue is... beautiful blink forward, but the observers! The observers aren't in the right position!
Oh, so close. Yeah, the observers kind of clumped up, not properly covering everything. A little bit of one control group syndrome over here for PiLiPiLi, grouping everything together. 2 more disruptors, though, on the way. And I think we're going to begin the long-distance mining as we have 30 workers mining on 1 mineral patch here.
With Blink, these Stalkers can engage a little bit more into the main, and I'm surprised they haven't gone there. There's a lot of Lings. Oh, but the Disruptor shots! This could be it! It was pretty good. There's a start. But now the Disruptors... Oh, there's the War Prism. Nice micro from PiLiPiLi, and issue with these Stalkers is if they go into the main, I think PiLiPiLi's worried about just losing too much ground here to Lurkers. Nevertheless, though, he's got Blinking, do what he wants, and the War Prism with these Disruptors, it's got the potential a lot, and they're just going to finish off the next one. Oh, nice Ling hit.
There.
Is Protoss actually doing this? Because I feel like... little bit worried right there.
Keeping those lurkers alive. It's the lurker versus disruptor battle, but on a much scrappier scale than we're used to seeing here. Over here, the lurker den and the Roach Warren very vulnerable here, but getting into a main engagement. PiLiPiLi's got 2 disruptors still alive in that War Prism there. You gotta be very careful because once you release those.
Oh, it didn't go down. I heard something die, and I thought it was the War Prism. My bad.
Yeah, you got to be careful because once you release those purification novas, you actually can't load up.
Good to know a disruptor moving into a lurker when the purification nova goes off. It survives barely with like 10 health, even if it's within the range of a lurker.
That is definitely.
That's what we know right there.
This lurker den about to go down. Big surround over here. And he does manage even to get
47 Lings
with that. Oh, this is rough. This might be the end of PiLiPiLi. Does manage to blink down here. Gets a nice position. He's going to take down. Oh, a lot of the Lings there, but is it enough? Taking hits here from the lurker, getting in this really cool position, but he's only got 2 Stalkers left. He's really got to make this work. 1 disruptor left for PiLiPiLi. He is building another one. He's got 400 minerals right now. He could take this 3rd base. It has been cleaned up and ready to go for a little while now.
Yeah, he has had enough minerals, been floating about out of 500, but he's too much into this micro, and nice, another little bit indecisive, but will get 3 kills right there, pulls out, and he can still take that 3rd base, and at first I'm like, cool, PiLiPiLi's got a DT, maybe he can do something, but there's Overseers.
This game is insane.
18 minutes, too.
Oh my god. So PiLiPiLi long distance mines, so that way he can get a 3rd base here, while fighting against Bly, who's been mining on this 1 base for a long time. Normally you'd say, oh man, he's been stuck on 1 base income. But PiLiPiLi's been stuck on pretty much none base income, which is oftentimes lower than...
he hit himself. It could have been so good.
Oh no, and he gets this disruptor. Oh, all the force fields, 5 force fields and a disruptor for maybe 1 dead Ling. What an amazing trade for Bly. Oh my god, he's moving across the map with a huge army now. Couple of Hydras here going to help deal with this War Prism in the sky, which has been the problem for quite some time now. Keep in mind, no more Hydras can be built until the Hydra Den is finished. Oh no, all these sentries get surrounded. They use their force fields, but it's
No,
not
pylons don't
enough.
overcharge. Not
All
enough.
of these, oh my god, he just lost so much gas.
Billy is holding on, though. He will not give up. By the way, I love the mentality Bly has. He's still spreading.
No anti-air left. You just clear out the rest of the anti-air.
I love the mentality Bly has that he's still spreading creep up north. And man, Bly, it's 3-2. This could be the game of victory. And there's the GG.
Wow.
Bly, 4-2, wins the RSL. That is the rival StarCraft 2 League 2015 Invitational. Securing himself $100. And of course, the guy in chat says DrennoC the car salesman.
Absolutely. You are the car salesman of StarCraft 2. You could sell me a car. I would buy it. I'd be like, you could sell me anything, man. Yeah, just roll up in your tie. And, I've got a deal for you. Inside information.
Trying to sell you Mormon?
Forever.
I think you need some virgins when you die on a planet.
Wow.
That's your
Is that how it happens?
That is not. That is not. I was just mixing entire religions together.
Oh wow, yeah. I know. There's a little bit of that in Islam, depending on the translation of the Quran you go with.
I prefer the virgin translation.
I prefer the white grape translation. That's true, actually.
Oh, 71 white grapes, 72 guys.